Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Messerschmitt 100 here, and I'm back with another tank review. Today I got the T26E4 Super Pershing, Tier 8 American Premium Medium Tank. The history of this tank, it was a field modification of the standard Pershing tank, which was introduced in the later stages of World War II, and they were capable of destroying Tigers. Actually, one of these Super Pershings destroyed a tiger in a city battle. Uh, I think it was a combination of luck and poor German crew on the King Tiger side, because the Super Pershing fired at the front hull of the King Tiger, but it would not penetrated. And I think the driver was stunned, possibly knocked unconscious, and the tank drove up over a hill, exposing its lower plate, and the Super Pershing was able to knock it out by firing into it. So surely the Super Pershing wasn't invincible during World War II, but it would be quite a big challenge for the German crews. Especially Panthers will have problems with the Super Pershing or the Pershing in general. Now we come to the Super Pershing in the game. 1,500 hit points. It is acceptable for a tier 8 medium average, and it weighs 50 tons, more than the Panther. Of course, this is because of the added armor. The standard Pershing weighs 40, so this weighs 10 ton more. 500 horsepower engine. This thing is very sluggish. It is extremely sluggish. Top speed 40 kilometers per hour. If you go going over any sort of terrain, you're not going to reach that speed. Traverse speed is 32 degrees a second, so that's actually okay. Now armor 101 millimeters in the front, don't counting the spaced armor, which will add even more and protect against a HE and high explosive anti-tank. 76 at the side and 50 in the rear. Turret 100, same 101 millimeters in the front plus spaced armor. 76 at the side and 76 in the rear. Now, the Super Pershing is really great, except from the problems that it has. If you fire just above this, you will hit the commander's hatch, so that's a problem. And if you manage to fire in here, which we will see in the replay, I have lined up, you will be able to penetrate. And I suspect even if you hit this spaced armor and penetrate, you will probably penetrate the tank itself. This thing has also a little bit of more tendency to burst into flames than the other tanks I have, or getting its fuel tanks injured. It happens actually quite often. So that is quite annoying. Turret traverse speed is 24 degrees a second, so that's acceptable, but it could be better. View range, great, and signal range, great. Rate of fire is 7.32 shots per minute, and it is armed with the 90mm T26E4 gun. Average penetration is 170mm, so that's great. 240 damage, okay. For me, it lacks a little bit in the damage compartment. Accuracy it's almost German, so it's actually quite good, but the aim time is quite horrendous, so you have to stop and aim this gun for quite a long time, so that's a pain in the ass. This is pretty much a heavy tank in a medium tank shell. It tolerates a whole lot of damage, and if you angle, there's a lot of things that are just going to bounce straight off this thing. Now we go to the equipment fit for this tank. I would get either vertical stabilizer or enhanced gun line drive just to get the aim time down. Medium caliber spall liner in a gun rammer, not a bad idea, and improve ventilation. Maybe even fuel tanks with CO2 could actually be okay on this thing. That's really the choices I have taken. Your standard consumables, although you might consider automatic fire extinguishers and 100 octane gasoline as well. That is not a bad investment to make. Because it's a premium tank and it gets a lot of credits in, so you can actually ditch one of these for a octane gasoline. In my case, that would be maybe the first aid kit, because your crew is not likely to get injured in this thing. Crew, just take the setup I have here. Jack of all trades for commander. Armor on the gunner because it's a long cannon and can more easily get damaged. Smooth ride for driver and repair for the rest of the crew. I have standard ammunition loadout, and yeah, it is a pretty good tank. It is, but you have to like American tanks. So that's pretty much it here for the review. So let's go over to the replay. So here we are at the replay, and it is on El Halou. Well, I like this map for mediums. It's a good medium tank map. It's maybe not as good when you're in a tank destroyer, but at least a turretless tank destroyer, then you really have problems. But except from that, it's okay, I guess.
Your assistance has been requested.
And I accidentally click on negative as well.
Platoon?
But I joined this platoon. In order to, I just assist him. Maybe he has a mission he needs to do or something. Because I haven't not yet unlocked the Jagdpanzer. The Stug 4. Which actually is a Jagdpanzer now that I think about it. Stug is actually an assault gun, but never mind. So well, I'm moving up with the IS-3, who is firing at the move, and I know there are enemies here. This replay can see actually that you can use these things maneuverability to your advantage, and I spot enemy tanks. In T10, I had very low chance penetrating, but he bounces off me as well. Let's see. He did hit me. Oh, right there, and he just bounced off my gun mantlet. So don't attack a Super Pershing directly. Don't shoot in directly in front of the turret. That's the worst place you can fire the Super Pershing. The Super Pershing has actually similar tactics to the Yagi Tiger. Keep your front towards the enemy and you will be alright. Pretty much now. So, the enemy heavy tank is knocked out to the mountains. MX-CDC, eye angle. The CDC fires at the Panther. But now you can't go real. I was a little bit worried when I crawled over here, but again, he bounces off. My propellers were quite protected because I went over the ridge. Again, angle. Go back so forward. Don't give him a straight shot. Great. And now I want to do what I love to do best, outflank. See the area 44 will not be a problem for me. So I see the Super Pershing. It seems to have some connection issues. Miss that first one, and I see that he does not move. I'm angled towards him, so I know he won't be able to damage me if he suddenly reacts. Again, he has just frozen off, and that gives me plenty of opportunity. Oh, there he reacts. And I press the attack. He hits me. And this time, let's just zoom in. Where did he hit? Maybe penetrate. I don't think he penetrated gun mantlet. I think he hit right here, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, not really important now. Well, actually, it wasn't him that hit me. I have took way too much damage, and now I flanked these tanks. Again, angle, always angle, and putting some fire down on this VK. Now, the VK isn't stupid, isn't it? Oh, and I see easy target. Here comes the IS, free, and I knock him out. And then the IS comes rumbling down, but he doesn't see me. And he gets knocked out by artillery. We have somebody complaining already. And that's pretty much it. The team has been completely knocked out in a space of 5 minutes. I just write a message to the team because I think they've done a really good job. And I don't know why this message appeared twice. I did only send it once. That's strange. But yeah, my team did a very good job. So I'm happy that they helped me in creating this replay. Never get to that artillery, it is behind the rock. So I don't mind, but I still go to Rheinmetall Borsig. And there he is. Skoda T25 gets hit hard, and then Rheinmetall takes suicide, I think, and dies. So that was the T26E4 Super Pershing. I hope you liked this review, and if you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps a lot, and I do appreciate it even more. Subscribe to see more World of Tanks content on this channel, and share this video if you know somebody who thinks about getting a Super Pershing, or somebody who has gotten it and just needs some tips. Anyway, this was Messerschmitt 100. Keep your barrel clean, the ammo dry, and I will see you on the battlefield. Thanks for watching.